Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my 25 Days of Craftmas series. During this series, I'm going to show you how to make these 25 Christmas projects using your cutting machine. And I'll also share the SVG files I used to make the projects for free, so you can make them too. It's day one, and today I'm showing you how to make this cute magnetic cookie sheet countdown. This countdown sign is perfect for kids because it helps them count down how many sleeps they have left until Christmas arrives. Each morning, they can just move the magnet to the next number until the big day is here. This is a fun and easy project, and I'm excited to show you how to make your own. So let's go take a look at the supply list and get started. For this project, you'll need a cookie sheet. The cookie sheet I used measured about 10 inches by 13 inches, and I found it at Dollar Tree. You'll need adhesive vinyl, and I used red with a matte finish. You'll need transfer tape, a weeding tool and scraper, sandpaper, white spray paint, Christmas embellishments, ribbon or rope for hanging, glue, and I used E6000 to glue on the ribbon for hanging and then hot glue to attach my embellishments. You'll also need a Christmas magnet, and of course you'll need your Cricut, a cutting mat, and the cut file. So grab your supplies and head over to your computer. The first thing we need to do is grab the SVG file we'll be using for this project. You can get it for free on my blog at burtonavenue.com. I keep all the SVG files for these projects that I make and share in my free SVG library. These files will work with all kinds of cutting machines, and they're free to everyone. Once you're on my site, just click on Free SVG Files and then Free SVG Library. You will need a password to get into the library, and there are instructions on the screen if you need to get one. The file we'll be using for this project is called Sleeps Until Christmas with the code BA1803. You can either click on Craftmas 2021 or you can use your browser search bar and just type in 1803 to find that file. So click on that link to download the file onto your computer. So I'm going to show you how to cut this design in Cricut Design Space. If you're not sure how to unzip and import designs into Cricut Design Space, be sure to check out my step-by-step tutorial. So now that we have the design on our canvas screen, we need to resize it so that it will fit on the cookie sheet. So I'm just going to move the design over here for a bit, and then I'm going to create a rectangle that is the same size as my cookie sheet. So I'm going to click on Shapes and then choose Square. And then I'm going to go up here and unlock the padlock and put in the dimensions of my cookie sheet. Now I measured the inside area of the cookie sheet, the area where I could put the design, and it measures about 8.5 inches wide and about 12.5 inches tall. And then I'm going to click on Arrange and choose Send to Back, and also go down here and click on the minus sign so I can see everything a little bit better. And now we can select the design and then just drag on these arrows until the size looks good. Okay, so the size of that is just over 11.5 inches. And I'm just going to go up here and put in exactly 11.5 inches. So now that we're happy with the size, we can select that rectangle and delete it. And then we can select everything on the screen and right click and choose Attach. And that will just lock all of these letters and numbers into place so that when it cuts, it will look exactly the same as it does on the screen. And if you want, you can select the design and go up here to the color box and then just choose red. And that is everything that we need to do on this canvas screen. So now you can click on the green Make It button. And then you'll be taken to this screen. And this is just going to show you what the design is going to look like on your cutting mat. If everything looks good, you can click on the green Continue button. Make sure your Cricut is turned on, and once Design Space finds it, you'll be taken to this screen. Make sure that your dial is set to vinyl, and then you can go load your cutting mat. So place a piece of red vinyl on your cutting mat and smooth it down so there aren't any wrinkles or bubbles. Then load it into your Cricut by pressing the up and down arrow button. When the Cricut is ready to cut, you'll see the C button light up. Press that and the machine will begin cutting. When everything has been cut, you can press the up and down arrow button again to unload your mat. Remove the vinyl from your cutting mat and trim away any unused portion of the vinyl. Then weed away the excess vinyl from around the letters and shapes. You can use a weeding tool to help you pull out the small pieces left inside of the letters and numbers. Next, grab a piece of transfer tape and place it sticky side up on your work surface. Then place the vinyl on top of that and smooth it down. Rub over everything firmly with your scraper and then trim off the excess vinyl backing and transfer tape. Now that our vinyl is ready to go, let's go work on the cookie sheet. Grab your cookie sheet and give it a nice light sanding. And I use 220 grit sandpaper. You don't want to press too hard or you'll scratch the pan. We just want to roughen up the finish so the spray paint has something to stick to. Once you're finished sanding, brush off the dust and then spray it with some white spray paint. You'll probably need to do 2 to 3 coats. You can paint the top and sides of the cookie sheet, but leave the back unpainted. Once the paint is completely dry, it's time to add the vinyl lettering. We're going to be using the hinge method to do this. Place the vinyl design on the cookie sheet and then place a piece of painter's tape over the top. Adjust the design so it's straight and centered, and then press the tape onto the cookie sheet. Next, you're going to separate the vinyl and the backing from the right half of the design. Pull the vinyl over the tape and then cut off and remove the backing. Use your scraper to press the design down. You'll want to start at the tape and push to the right. Now you can remove the painter's tape and the rest of the vinyl backing. Use your scraper to press down the rest of the design. And then you can carefully pull off the transfer tape. Flip your pan over and glue on some ribbon or rope to hang the sign. Once that's dry, you can glue on some Christmas embellishments to the top of the cookie sheet. Now, grab your magnet and you're ready to start counting down the days until Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell to get notified each time I post a new video.